Oil is up over 12% today. I don't know what it's going to look like at the gas pump, probably $10 a gallon by the end of the week, but we're going to watch this video together talking about it's over, the death of Dubai, the energy crisis deepens, and Europe-Asia flights, right? There's a lot going on in this video, and I'm a little bit excited to watch this because I am competing in the U.S. Investing Championship, currently ranked 27th in my division, and maybe, just maybe, this will teach us something. Let's watch it together, Joe.
Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Market Update, where we discuss where global finance and economics...
First off, if you have an accent like that, you have all the credibility, right? If I had an accent like that, then I would have incredible credibility. I'm just going to put that out there. I need to work on it. I got to lose the Texan accent and get whatever accent that is. I love it.
Meets geopolitics in Europe, Asia, and North America. My name is Tony. It is a big episode. It has been a big week, a lot to cover. We are certainly living in interesting times.
How's volume, by the way?
It sounds great for me.
Okay. I know volume's been a thing. I tweaked some settings thanks to Rick, which is why I unbanned him. We'll see how it goes.
Let's jump in. And first up, global oil markets surged to their highest levels in nearly 2 years as investors increasingly price in the possibility of a prolonged conflict in the Middle East that could severely disrupt energy supplies. Over the last 24 hours, the US benchmark West Texas Intermediate, WTI, rose 8.5% to settle at $81.01 per barrel, the highest level since July 2024. Brent crude, the international benchmark, climbed nearly 5% to close above $85 per barrel, reflecting growing concerns about the supply disruptions across the Gulf region. With the level of volatility we are currently seeing, with new developments literally every few minutes, it could well be past that point by the time this video goes live in a few hours.
That's true. So like I was just saying, Joe, we're up 12% on oil. Man, does this not remind you of silver from a couple weeks ago? Let's compare to silver.
If you put them overlaid on top of each other, it would probably look identical.
You know, there's so many cool features in TradingView. Like, I feel like every time I learn something new about TradingView, I'm always amazed. I haven't really got the hang of the overlays, but I can do the side-by-sides. I can do the side-by-sides. Yeah, this looks very parabolic, very similar to silver. Now, I know some of our outliers are definitely making money on this right now. If you're making money on it, tell me in the chat. I would love to hear. Yeah.
The rally came as fighting between Iran, Israel, and the United States intensified, with Iranian missiles and drones reportedly intercepted across the Gulf. Tehran also claimed it sunk an oil tanker in the Persian Gulf, underscoring the risks facing global shipping routes. The central focus...
I'm not minding this video so far, Joe. This is the kind of macro that I don't keep up with. Deep Thought says, who's his voice coach? The Minions? What are you talking about? This guy sounds intelligent AF because of that. Coming from a random Texas guy, I don't sound that much, right? I don't sound that much, but that's kind of my go-to. That's kind of my go-to, right? I don't have to sound smart if I know how to make money. No, I'm saying.
There you go.
Hey, by the way, Mark has now officially made more money in the market than I have. There you go. He made $7.90. I've only made $4, dude. Way to go. Congrats, Mark. In fact, everybody said congrats, Mark. Congrats to Mark. I love it. Okay, let's keep going.
Focus for energy markets is the Strait of Hormuz, the narrow waterway linking the Persian Gulf to the Indian Ocean, through which nearly 20% of the world's oil supply flows. Ship tracking data indicates traffic through the strait has collapsed by more than 95% in the last few days.
And you know, if Joe, if 95% of the oil tankers are offline right now, yeah, I would imagine oil prices are going higher. You know what that's not great for? Those people are traveling on spring break over the next couple of weeks. That is not good. Or if you happen to be traveling all over the place right now, definitely not good for you as well.
Yeah, unless you're a Tesla owner, I suppose, right?
Well, and I feel that's a fair question. I have no idea what the energy source is for the electricity at my house. But I don't know if I have a locked-in rate either. I'm sure it's adjustable. Who knows?
Yeah.
As many ship owners refuse to risk sending tankers through the conflict zone. Quote, if we see even one more successful strike on an oil tanker or infrastructure or sustained disruption, prices can spike sharply again, end quote, said a senior market analyst at brokerage Philip Nova. The disruption has triggered a cascade of responses from governments and industry. Japan's refiners have asked Tokyo to release oil from strategic reserves, while Kuwait has already reduced processing rates at its refineries. In China, authorities reportedly ordered major refiners to suspend exports of diesel and gasoline to prioritize domestic supply. The United States is also weighing emergency measures to contain the price surge. The Trump administration has discussed releasing crude from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve and potentially using the U.S. Treasury to purchase oil futures in an attempt to stabilize markets. Washington has also proposed providing insurance guarantees and possible naval escorts for ships traveling through the Strait of Hormuz, though traders remain skeptical that such measures will quickly resolve confidence among shipping companies.
Yeah, I'm a trader. I am skeptical if this will resolve issues with the shipping companies, Joe. I'm telling you right now. I am very skeptical as a trader. But I'll tell you one thing. Comparing it to silver and seeing just how silver collapsed just that fast. I'm not saying this is going to happen. I don't make predictions like that, but let's just draw it on the chart for funsies. If oil collapsed 30% overnight, first off, it'll take 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month to make it to the pump. They'll be as fast as possible to raise prices at the pump, but they'll be slow. They'll drag the mess out of that to bring it back down. Yeah, we could see it back down to $65 here if it hasn't moved like silver. Just saying.
And if you're going to get into this, just be aware of your where you're going to get out. Like, you don't want to jump in after a move like this and just hope and pray. You need to get in with a known plan. This is quite an increase in a short period of time.
Oh yeah, for sure. But this is gaps and goes, by the way. You want to talk about gap and go?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's talk about gap and go. All right. So here's we can use a few different examples. So this was maybe a gap, maybe not. But the point is that at no point in time did it close below this big candle right here to start. Right. I really wouldn't even call that a gap, but we're gonna run with it for an example. Then another gap right here, right? It gapped up, and you put a line on the bottom of that candle wick. If it doesn't close below there, that's what you're looking for. And then again, and again, and again, and again. That's what you're looking for. That is the sign of a big, beautiful, strong trend. That's what you're looking for. This is the stage 2 uptrend, right? Now, is this going to last forever? Is it going to hit $200 a barrel, like JP Morgan says? I don't know. I don't have to know.
You don't have to know. You can do like Andreas and just, if you're already in it, you can roll and roll and roll as long as possible.
Dude, yeah. And if it does turn around against you because you rolled, right? You rolled your options up the whole way. You're taking those partial profits. You're taking risk off the table, and you may end up with a winning trade after it collapses. Yeah, I've done it. I've done it. You've done it too.
As in a trade with zero risk. It could go all the way to $0 and you'd still make money. How awesome is that?
It's like the greatest thing ever.
Oil prices have also risen unevenly across benchmarks. WTI has rallied faster than Brent crude because US crude is less exposed to shipping bottlenecks in the Gulf. Meanwhile, the prompt spread...
That almost looks like it says Texas on there. Hang on. It really almost it either says TERAS or TEXAS. I'm going to say it's Texas. Look at that ship right there. That's one badass ship. You know what I'm saying?
For international crude, a key indicator of near-term supply tightness, has widened sharply, reflecting concerns that European markets could face more immediate shortages. The broader economic implications are also becoming visible. Diesel prices in Europe have surged more than 40% since the conflict began, while
diesel prices in Connecticut are up bigly. According to Richard, it's only $7.22 a gallon. Only $7.22 a gallon.
Is that for real? Holy cow!
Holy cow is right. Skinny buff guy is talking about ATR. What's ATR look like on this? I don't know. Let's find out. Want to find out, Joe?
Yeah.
So ATR, the average true range, the volatility of crude oil. Right. I'm not looking at any stock in particular. I'm looking at the oil futures. Let's see. Shabam. It was trading around $1.60, $1.50, and then it bumped up to around $1.80, and now it's at $4. So it's tripled the volatility. So if you are trading oil, you need to be trading 3 times as small in order to have the same risk when it's moving like this as it was like this. We'll keep going. Texas baby, all day. By the way, when Joe was here, I had to explain to him, us in Texas, we are not part of the South. Like, the South is everywhere around Texas, right? It's It's the Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, and to the right of it. Texas is its own thing. It is a verifiable fact. We don't consider ourselves part of the South.
Freight rates for energy shipments have jumped significantly, with about 20 million barrels of oil and refined products passing through the Strait of Hormuz each day. Even partial disruptions could have far-reaching consequences for the global economy. And like we just said, the rate has collapsed 95%. For now, energy markets remain on edge. Any further escalation in the conflict, particularly attacks on tankers or oil infrastructure, could send prices sharply higher and reignite global inflation pressures. Next up, air traffic between Europe and Asia has been forced into an increasingly narrow corridor after a drone attack on Azerbaijan closed the country's southern airspace, adding further strain to already disrupted global flight routes. The attack, which Azerbaijan has blamed on Iran, has left airlines relying on the thin...
I want to look at some airline stocks. Let's go to... We're going to look at Love for Southwest. I know they don't fly... I did not expect to see that. This is Love Field, not Love Field. This is Southwest Airlines, who flies out of Love Field in Dallas, which is why it's called Love. That's where the headquarters is at. Market cycle, baby, in like the span of a couple of weeks. That's crazy. I was just curious about that one. What about American? Give me some airline stocks in the chat. American AAL, right? Yeah. Ooh, this is not good for airline stocks. In fact, this is real badly. What about DAL? Delta Airlines, yeah, they're looking real bad. I already got those three. You're skinny and buff, but you're not ahead of the curve, my friend. Let's keep going.
Air corridor roughly 50 miles wide across the northern part of the country. The disruption comes as aviation networks are already under pressure from multiple geopolitical constraints, including the war in the Middle East and the restrictions preventing many Western airlines from flying over Russian territory. Thousands of flights operate between Europe and Asia every day, but the conflict has made routes significantly more complicated. The situation...
All right, let's look at a couple others. We're talking about fuel prices, and that makes a lot of sense, right? Of course, to help push those prices down. What about JetBlue? Tyler pulled up JBLU. JetBlue. Whew. Joe, all stocks are bad. We're proving this out. Everyone wants to act right, and these are not acting right now. No way. No. Okay. Hang on.
That one's even blowing through support. Look at that.
Boeing, BA. I mean, a little bit, but keep in mind, Boeing also makes a lot of the military components as well. Speaking of, let's go to RTX. Joe sent me a picture of one of the drones that I used to work on. He happened to see one. I don't know where he was, where there's a drone flying around, and he's like, "Hey, isn't that the drone you used to work on?" I'm like, "Yeah, that was pretty cool." So let's check into RTX.
Yeah, there was a lot of people over like working on it or prepping it for mission or something.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, let me show you Predator Reaper drones. So I used to work at Raytheon, and this was the project I was on, the Predator and Reaper drones, and specifically this little guy down here. That's the missile targeting system. I was a financial analyst on that project for 3 years. So pretty cool little bit of kit right there. Only $13 million each, Joe.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, just $13 million each. That's the MTS-B right there with the larger aperture, and then you got the MTS-A here with the itty bitty baby aperture. No, I'm saying. Okay, let's get back to it.
Is particularly acute because major Gulf aviation hubs such as Dubai, Doha, and other regional airports have also faced disruptions, preventing travelers from using traditional connecting routes. Western airlines are facing the greatest challenges. Unlike Chinese carriers, many European and American airlines are banned from flying over Russia due to sanctions linked to the war in Ukraine. That restriction already forces them onto longer southern routes, and new airspace closures in Iran, Iraq, and Qatar have further reduced available options. Flight tracking data show aircraft now hugging the northern edge of it.
Dude, I got to tell you, if you're flying around here, which praise Jesus, that's not on my radar for a while, that would be nerve wracking. Because like from what I understand, Iran's just like shooting everybody in all directions, right? This is not a political channel. Okay. This is not a war channel. But like when not he, but Iran, the country, is like, we're just going to bomb everybody in the surrounding area. That would make me awful nervous if I were flying through there.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Azerbaijan close to the Russian border in order to maintain east-west connections. If Azerbaijan's northern airspace were also to close, airlines could be forced into massive detours around the southern edge of the Gulf, making Western, specifically European and American airlines, greatly uncompetitive versus, say, Chinese airlines. Industry experts warn that such changes could significantly affect aircraft performance and range. Longer routes may require airlines to limit passenger numbers or cargo loads so planes can carry enough fuel to complete their journeys. This is at a time when oil prices and energy prices generally are surging. Andrew Charlton, a consultant specializing in global aviation traffic, speaking to UK-based The Financial Times, said some ultra-long haul routes could become especially difficult to sustain. For example, Qantas, an Australia-based airline, has already...
Bro, like and hype, I agree. But Rick had this great question. How are Europeans meant to fly to Asia? Just go the other way. Just go the other way. Duh. Just like, instead of going the right, go the left, right? Instead of going east, go west. And just make it easy. It's no big deal, right? I mean, it's not going to add that much longer, is it?
announced that its London Perth, a city in Western Australia, flight...
That's what I was just thinking. Yeah, just fly the other direction. Yeah.
It will stop in Singapore for refueling, reflecting the need to adapt to altered flight paths. Many services to Australia and Southeast Asia, not to mention little old New Zealand, have also been suspended temporarily because they rely on connections through Doha. With multiple conflict zones affecting the global aviation map, airlines are being forced to constantly redesign routes, raising costs and testing the resilience of long-haul international travel. We may be entering a new period where global wars can erupt overnight. The once globalized world of flying anywhere may be coming to an end as the world enters a new, much more expensive and dangerous period.
No, dude, he really milked that, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He did.
Hang on, I don't know what I said again. I'm sorry. He was really milking the drama on that. Let's do it again.
Entering a new period where global wars can erupt overnight. The once globalized world of flying anywhere may be coming to an end as the world enters a new, much more expensive and dangerous period. Now,
I'm sorry. I can't. I know it's being serious, but he just milked that so much.
Now, if you want to be on top of updates related to global markets as we enter this new period, and you
Wait, he has Batman stuff in the background? The only thing I see is his bathroom. I don't see Batman. I see bathroom. What are you talking about? The PS5 over there? I don't know. Do you see something, Joe?
I don't see it. I was looking too. Maybe we're referring to your background. I see some Batman.
Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Do you mean this guy right here? Right there? That Batman? That's a good one. Or what about the one on this side, right there?
You're not allowed to buy shirts that don't fit you anymore, Chris.
would like to do so through rounded and sober analysis and a well-balanced digest, consider subscribing to Market Update at the bell notification icon, and you will be. If you're getting some value from today's episode, as always...
What? There's still so much more to go. Oh, we can rage quit it. Interesting ideas, right? Let's take this time to go through a handful of those stocks in Outlier. How about that? Let's get it back on course here, Joe. Let's get it back on course, right? So we had American Airlines. Can we ban Chris? I don't know. You got yourself banned right there, my friend. The hammer. The ban hammers what about to come down upon you. Yep. Okay, so American Airlines got a sell signal back in December, right before Santa Claus came through. Oh my goodness gravy.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's brutal. But you know, there's still people holding on to it, Joe. December 29th. Right here. Okay. There's definitely still people holding on to it. So I'm going from this exact candle to here. Only 27%. No big deal. That's just a flesh wound. What about love? Okay. Okay. Look, this popped and dropped right there. Sell signal on February 24th. Let's go back to love. Jeepers creepers. I mean, there's a lot breaking down in the market, right? Love feels down or not. I'm sorry. Anytime I see love, and since Love Field is in Dallas, I just associate Love Field with it. So apologies for saying that. Southwest Airlines is down 18% in the span of seven days, Joe. 7 candles, 7 trading days. That's harsh. Then there was a.
I noticed though that there was an EMA cross there that would, and it would have been obvious to an outlier. So you wouldn't be holding it still at this point.
Well, I mean, if you knew what you were doing, if you were a professional investor, you wouldn't. Feb 20. But if you were a joker, I can't help you there. Sell. Sell signal was what date? Feb 20? Yeah. Right there. Yeah, some really, really brutal moves, right? And this is where having outlier in your back pocket is going to help you so much, right? I'm just saying, having 14% of your investment evaporate, certainly a lot more than the 82 cents a day to get into outlier. I'm just saying, certainly a lot more than that. So, yeah, there's a lot of crashes over here. Losing altitude fast, exactly. But the dip, you got to buy the dip. Chris Chains would buy that dip.
Yes, he would. He definitely would. Oh no.
I think I heard somebody outside, Joe.
Is there a knock?
I wonder who that could be outside.
Knock, 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 knock. It's Chris Chains. Still him. Hit a couple for the door frame. Too loud. Gold Lambo parked by the slow lane. Pool shape Lambo, yes, no shame. Iconic. Knock, knock. It's Chris Chains. Don't ask me how. All buys never sell dates. Why would I? If it pump, then I'm self-made. Built different. Risk management, couldn't tell me. Never needed.
Yeah, boy, you know the deal. It's time to be buying them dips. Buy my course, too. Buy my course. Buy them dips. It's on sale, bro. Don't you understand? Listen. Right here. That's where I start buying, okay? Dim outlier did crazy. You don't need to be selling. Don't ever sell. It'll come back. It ain't gonna come back. It ain't gonna come back unless you don't buy it, right? So you got to buy it as you go down. That way you make it come back up. Because you draw the levels on the charts. Oh my gosh. I listened to one of these jackasses today, Gareth. I listened to my man Gareth today, and he was saying, I drew that line right there, and it bounced just like I told it to. And I was like, man, that guy sounds like Chris Chain. You got to buy the dip. You got to dollar cost average the whole way. If you love the stock at $54, baby. You're going to love that 41. Know what I'm saying? That's when the discount come true. And Joe, listen, if you want to be rich like me, and you know you're a real millionaire when you walk around the house and it sounds like this. It jangles when you walk around the house. My baby mama boy, Elliot, he said the other day, this actually happened. He was like, I had to walk around the house and I jangle because I'm a real millionaire. Yep, that done did happen in Chris Chain's house, right? So here's the deal: you want Lambos, you want yachts, you want baby mamas and bikinis. You got to be buying the dip. That's how it go. You ain't buying the dip, you's a broke boy. Okay, you gonna buy a dip, Joe?
Oh, definitely buy all the dips and make sure you have no position sizing skills whatsoever, so you can make all the monies.
What position size mean? What that mean?
It means buy it all, baby. 100%.
Yeah, it's just dollar cost average, boy. That's what the broke boys don't do. Don't you understand? You can't sell it because it'd be market manipulation, okay? It's only paper loss till you sell, dummy, right? Listen, it's undervalued, it's oversold, and it has to bounce where you draw the lines on the chart. So, Joe, let's do this together, okay? So, draw, line, boom. That's where it go up.
Mm-hmm.
Duh.
There it is.
That's where it go up. Duh. What about Delta? I grew up on the Delta. Now, here's the deal. You draw, A line right there. And at the bottom, duh, the Fed gonna come in and save it anyway. Jerome Powell gonna show up and be like, money printer, baby. Oh, wait. I've been hanging on all this. Hang on. You're gonna love this. The Fed gonna come through and they gonna say, buy it, baby. Buy it right now. Buy it. You gotta buy it while you can. I've been saving that for a hot minute. Market manipulation, and the Fed, he gonna print all them dollars. It's just gonna be dollar bill everywhere, Joe. Don't you know? Don't you know? Don't you make a ring? You know what I'm saying? Listen, I got to get out of here. This is all the way off the rails. Buy the dip, buy my course, and I'll see you on Tuesday for Lambos and food stamps.
Knock, 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 knock. It's Chris Chains. Still him. Hit a couple for the door frame. Too loud. Gold Lambo parked by the slow lane. Rev it. Pool shape Lambo, yes, no shame. Iconic. Knock, knock. It's Chris Chains. Don't ask me how. All buys never sell dates. Why would I? If it pump, then I'm self-made. Built different. Risk management, couldn't tell, mate. Never needed.
That was so nice of Christian. He left me all kinds of dollars. Everywhere I turn, there is money like thrown around here, Joe. And he left me his grimy ass grill too. I don't know why he did. That was so weird. Weird. Yeah.
Where
Joe,
did Chris Chains,
so far off the rails? I think it's time to start giving away prizes.
where did Chris Chains get a money gun? I want one of those.
Chris Chains got it for his 40th birthday.
Nice.
Chris Chains got it for his 40th birthday. He left that here too, but it's empty. Yeah. I had this locked and loaded, and I've been sitting on it for a minute. Well, I mean, Chris Chain's been, not me. We've never been seen in the room at the same time, right? It's like Batman, Bruce Wayne. It's only, I'm just saying. Anyway, so let's get back on target here, Joe. How about you guys put hashtag outlier in chat? If that was fun, if you enjoyed Chris Chains, or if you didn't enjoy Chris Chains, just put hashtag outlier in the chat. Either voice your opinion. Voice your opinion right now. If you loved Chris Chains, put hashtag outlier. If you think Chris Chains is an absolute doofus, put hashtag outlier in the chat. Either way, put hashtag outlier in the chat, because we man, I was going to do Chris Chains' voice. I mean, I'm not that guy, because I'm a very sophisticated professional investor who's made $4 in the market so far. But if I were Chris Chains, I'd say, put that in the chat, boy.
That's a nice interpretation of Chris Chains.
All right. I threw a couple new. I mean, Chris Chains said a couple new things, right? Baby mamas in bikinis. That's a new one. Baby mamas in bikinis. If you got a new yacht, and you can't just drive a yacht around. You gotta have girls on the yacht, and not just any girls. Baby mamas. That's the plan. Professional YouTuber, boy. We printing that money, boy. Joe's a leprechaun, by the way. When are you going to show up in your leprechaun gear?
I'm going to have to get a leprechaun hat. Now, I did score a leprechaun satchel that even says beer money on the side. That was a gift to me from an outlier customer, Cheryl and Mark.
I remember that. I was there. That was awesome.
Yeah, very cool.
Carlos is on the boat. And for those of you who are wondering who's Carlos, I got you. That's Carlos. This is Joe's man crush. Joe won't admit to it, but he saw Carlos's long locks, and he's like, even though I'm a silver-haired old man, I sure love those curly locks of Carlos over there. Joe, this got weird. Anyway, how about we give away? Boom.
Yeah, cover our tracks. Give away something.
This never happened. We'll edit that out. Birdie. David won. Congrats, David. All right. First winner of the day. Goes to David. Let's see what David won. Spin that wheel.
Hoodie.
Here we go. We have so many things on here now. This is fun. A slingshot koozie. All right. Congratulations. I have one of those. Do I have it with me? Let's see. I certainly do. Look at that. David just won a slingshot koozie. Ooh.
Score.
You remember Shane the plumber?
I do.
Yeah. The slingshot was his idea.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That was his idea. Yeah. Isn't that fun? Yeah. So David wins the slingshot koozie. And Hang on. I'm drafting up my email to April and Cheryl. Okay. Next. Let's see who the next winner is. Who that going to be? Now, why do we do this, Joe? Why on Fridays do we give away stuff?
Well, it helps that it's Mahesh's money, right? But it's our way to give back, right? All the outliers that have a chance to win some merch and show off their support of OVTLYR. I myself have a bunch of gear, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. We don't want to make money on merch. We want to give away as much as possible because it is fun community building to ever have, people wearing our stuff. We have priced everything in the shop at the actually lowest price the shop allows us to. But then what we do is we give you a code OVTLYR, OVTLYR. So when you go check out, you even save even more. So it's cost plus 8%. And I am wearing the OVTLYR all over polo shirt, which I'm gonna have Rudes make sure she puts in there. It does run small, so this is the exact shirt that I'm wearing right now. Me and Carlos, we're gym buds, we're gym bros, right? We work out together. All right, let's give away another one. Let's give away something else. Who's the next winner? Mahesh has just too much money. We got to give away some of it. Yeah, exactly. Kasia. Well, you know what the deal is. As Kasia is one of our OVTLYR Bravo students, Kasia gets anything he wants in the store, but he has to tell me right now. He has to tell me what it is right now. So Kasia, take a minute, look around the shop, come back to it. Joe, when you see Kasia pull up, let us know what Kasia picked. But You know what, Joe? We can do even better than this. Over in the Share Your Big Win section, we give away even more stuff. So for every 20 people, we will give away 2 more from what they posted in the Share Your Big Wins. Oh, he wants a Ninja hoodie. Got it. Ninja roller hoodie, baby. Ninja roller hoodie. By the way, Kasia was the one who pushed so hard to get the Ninja roller merch together, right? Him and Mark. Let's go over that real quick. Ninja roller hoodie. How you like that? How you like that?
Oh, that's cool. Very cool.
That is cool. That is cool. Yeah, Ninja rollers. Okay, so why don't we read a couple of these? Like Frank in Quebec. Let's see what Frank in Quebec said about being an outlier. Yes, Kasia was pushing it. Yep. Congrats to you. Frank in Quebec says, I fully recovered from the silver crash. He's up 60% year to date. Holy moly. Way to go, Frank. I did this investing never more than a third of his account, and he put the rest in Escov. But get this. Thank God I joined OVTLYR. Otherwise, I'd be trying the wheel strategy and would still have inappropriate risk management. You know what? Praise Jesus for that. I love it. Congratulations to you, Frank. And Frank, honestly, thank you very, very much for sharing your success here. That is awesome, dude. How about
agree with him though? Like, I have no reason to believe I would not have tried the wheel strategy if I had not found OVTLYR. I would have. You know what? This is genius. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna beat everybody. I'm gonna do the wheel strategy, only to find out it would be a disaster.
Oh, Joe, and most people find out about the wheel strategy being a disaster far too late. They legitimately are convinced by the YouTube gurus just screaming about how brilliant and wonderful it is. And in fact, I don't know if you heard, but the champion trader that we talked to yesterday, Mr. Daniel Lee, he also runs the wheel strategy. Now, I'm not going to talk bad about him because he clearly knows what he's doing. He's placed 7th in his division in the U.S. Investing Championship last year.
Nice.
Yeah. Super smart guy. He knows what he's doing, and he ran the wheel strategy successfully, right? Not everybody can do that.
Mm-hmm.
I am one of those people who could not do that. But he said he took assignment on a few shares, and I'm having to clean up this mess that Chris James left over here. He took assignment on a few shares and sold some calls against it and ended up ahead. So it is a real thing. People can make money across it.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky Chevy, though, he got wheeled. He got wheeled to death. How about Rafa? Who's Rafa? Is this a Rafa we met? I don't know if it's a Rafa we met. I don't know. By the way, nothing personal. I do not send DMs. I do not do any friend requests. Okay. I'm just letting you know. Chris OVTLYR, I will never DM you. Okay. I was able to capitalize from over 5,000 from January to March, which has been my first month doing options trading with real money. After following the channel, paper trading and learning and refining my plan of my own for over a year. While my plan is not entirely a match to Chris's, and I don't want it to be, I'm telling you that right now. Go make your own plan. Don't do what Chris says. Nothing will be more difficult. Well, I'm sure there's lots more things that are difficult, but it will be extremely difficult to try and follow my plan when you may not believe in it, right? So that's why I keep telling you guys, come up with your own plans. While my plan is not entirely a match to Chris's, at its core, it has the same principles, and that I approve of because these are timeless principles. And I would not have been able to pull this off without Outlier and Chris's content. While luck is always part of successful trades, maybe a little bit, I'm kind of proud that my system has worked so far in this environment. And honestly, dude, you're making more money than me. You make more money than me because I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting in cash. And if that wasn't oddly enough, just after 9 days after starting my journey, I was part of a massive layoff. This also felt like a sign from heaven. Congratulations to you, Rafa. I love it. Congratulations to all of our weekly winners. But we got to hear from Ross the boss. Now, you guys, you got to do it, okay? You get a $10 merch credit just by sending us a video. We'll give you this 3 times over. Ross the boss is like, I'll just go get 3 $10 merch credits and show everybody else how it's done. Let's see what Ross the boss has to say.
Hey, Outliers. This is my 3rd and final merch credit video testimonial. Anyway, I wanted to share one of the most impactful things Outlier and Chris Ewell have taught me. And I've written these down. I have them in multiple places, but Chris's tough love words, shut up and listen. Here's why your trades suck, okay? And to me, that has made the biggest difference in my philosophy, and I keep going back to that tough love. And thank you, Chris. I really appreciate that. You know, you can get lucky. You can bet on red and black, and you can get on a little streak, and you can win some, but without having that data-driven outlier intelligence platform giving me the insight to get in, get out, win a buck, lose a buck, win a buck, lose a buck. When it takes off, I'm in it. And if it's going the wrong way, I'm out of it. And for me, that is whether you're a stock trader or an option trader, whatever you're trading, having that edge is critical. So best of luck to all the outliers. And again, Chris Ewell, thank you. You're a rock star. Outliers, you guys, this community, you guys are a bunch of rock stars. Sorry, I went 1 minute and 30 seconds here. Take care, guys.
Dude, that's the boss right there. Everybody say boss in the chat. Boss. Boss in the chat. I love it. I'm no rock star. I'm literally just a random guy on the internet. But Joe, it took me a lot of years to figure things out. Like a lot. And not only did it take me a lot of years to figure it out, it also took me a lot of really stupid mistakes and a bit of tough love, right? When Mark Minervini said exactly that. Chris, you got to shut up and listen. You got to shut up and listen. This is why your trades suck. Right? Or Steve Burns when he said, no, I used to trade that way too until I realized I wanted to make money.
That's good advice. Slap in the face.
Yeah, dude. But sometimes you need it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need it. So congratulations to Ross the boss. He definitely gets that $10 merch credit heading his way. But let's give away 2 more things. 2 more things over here. So we're going to go to random.org, and there were 23 individuals who posted in our Share Your Big Wins Discord this week. So we're going to go from 1 to 23. And the first winner is number 1. Number 1. That's Rick. I saw Rick say, hey, I was number 1 earlier. Rick, you're number 1 in our hearts and number 1 on the board, baby. You get anything you want in the store because he's a Bravo student. 2 Bravo students in a single day, Joe. Anything Rick wants. That was not rigged. Congratulations, Rick. That's just how random goes. That's just how random. Speaking of Rick, if you miss the cutoff, you'll likely be in next week's drawing. That's how he got to be number 1. Woo woo. Let's go. He doesn't want any shirts. He wants Carlos. He wants a date with Carlos. I didn't say it. Rick said it. Rick, this just got weird, and I'm here for it. I am here for it. He means a monkey hammered hoodie. Sure. A monkey hammered hoodie that you get to share. You get to snuggle up close with Carlos. Is that the plan? All right, fine. He gets a monkey hammer hoodie. I hope you guys have as much fun as Joe and I do. I really try and make this a fun show. Let's do this again. Number 23, we went first and then we went last, Joe. Who's last? Pop Slap Pat. I was either I was reading something or I saw Pop Slap Pat somewhere on Discord. So yeah, Pop Slap Pat is the winner. I don't know if he's watching live, but he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to. April will reach out to him on the Discord. So congratulations to Pop Slap Pat. Congratulations to Rick and Joe. I feel like we need to give away at least one more.
Oh yeah, definitely.
At least one more. Now I'll give you guys just another second. If you put #outlier in the chat, it probably registered you, but don't take a risk. If you haven't won yet, maybe for some reason the system didn't work, the system didn't pick up your entry, and so you should totally put in #outlier, #outlier in the chat. Go quick, #outlier in the chat. Joe's gonna get jealous, is what I heard of Carlos. I didn't realize you, Rick, and Carlos had a little love triangle going on. This got weird, Joe. This got really weird.
Well, the lights were out. I couldn't tell what's going on. So.
With that long hair, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? I saw somebody say, I suggest outlier boxers. You know, there may be a line to draw. And when it comes to seeing Carlos in boxers, I'm drawing that line. Not going to happen. No boxers. We don't believe in pants around here, Joe. No pants. Pants are optional. You know the deal.
Pants.
No pants. All right. So #outlier. Look, there actually are new registrants coming through. It said 178 a minute ago. Now it's up to 186. I told you it's a thing. Just do it again for funsies in case it didn't pick it up. That actually just proved my point right there. All right, let's go again. Final winner of the day. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. Hoodie. Deep Thought gets nothing. He knows that. Huckleberry Steve.
Nice.
Congratulations, Huckleberry Steve. Let's go see what Huckleberry Steve has won. All right. So Kostya won. David won. We had Rick won and Pop Slap Pat won. Let's see what Huckleberry Steve has won. Ozzy Ian's wife wants to see Carlos in the boxers. Hey, Huckleberry Steve won a grand prize, an Outlier University hoodie. Congratulations, Huckleberry Steve. Wear it with pride, my friend. Wear it with pride. So, Joe, this was a lot of fun today. This was a ton of fun today. We got to cover a lot. We got to learn about how the Strait of Hormuz is closed and oil is going to go to $200 a barrel. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Clean up the mess that Chris Chains left. Smells like trading advice. Yeah. And I've seen the messages about people saying, hey, you should paper trade all the stupid trades that Chris Chains would do. But here's the deal. I got enough stuff to do already. I don't have enough time to be putting on even more trades just to goof around. Although Chris Chains would really appreciate it. How about you do it, Joe? You take that over, Joe. How about that? You like that idea? You go for it. You go buy all those tips.
I'm probably not going to find that time. Sorry. You know what? I am going to find the time though.
What
is to have you open up the Outlier Training with Joe website so I can show you something.
This guy.
Mm-hmm.
This guy. Freaking trying to promote his own YouTube channel. He just hit 3,000 subscribers.
3,000.
Oh, come on. The unthinkable is happening in
we have a very
stocks.
sticky situation going on.
It's like automatically played on Tom Nash. I don't know how Tom Nash did that. What's it called? Joe, what is it called again? Outlier McGillicuddy the third with Joe?
Outlier Training with Joe.
Training with Robert?
Yeah, that's it. With Carlos.
With Mike Israel. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. All right.
All right.
Joe.
Here's
Joe with 3,000 subscribers, by the way. Congratulations to Joe.
Thanks. Here's the question. We have a new customer, and welcome. Joined a month ago and wants to know step by step how to get started. If you go to the playlist section of this training channel, Chris, there you go, and then go to the Launchpad icon here, Outlier Training at the bottom right.
Oh, that's the Launchpad icon? That's a sick icon.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. There we go.
There we go.
So, Joe, somebody asked that question this morning. They're like, hey, is there a place to get the training on Plan ETF? Do you have a video for that?
Mm-hmm. Yep, we do have a Plan ETF video. I'll show you that one next. So the first two The first two are to answer this user's question step by step how to get started, right? So these are new customer orientation videos, these first two videos. So hop in there when you get a chance and review those. Now, the Plan M video is if you scroll down to see Watch a Pro Trade Stocks. That's a Plan M video.
Oh.
Yep.
I like that thumbnail, by the way.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Very YouTube-y.
Yep. And then if you find one that says your first trend trading steps, I think it is, I believe we go into Plan ETF in that one. You just went over it. It's your first little bit right there. Yep. So there you go.
Can I make a recommendation?
Mm-hmm.
Can you add Plan ETF explained and Plan M explained into the title? That'll make it a little bit easier.
Yeah, that's a good
By the
idea.
way, I like this thumb here. It looks like you and I are about to fighting over Carlos.
That's right.
No, he's mine. I love his curly locks more. Yes, somebody asked that this morning and I didn't have the answer. So perfect. Thank you, Joe. I'll be sure to recommend that. So you get more than 3,000. Maybe you'll get 30,000 subscribers. That would be amazing.
Ooh, that would be amazing.
Would be amazing.
And
you know
then
what else would be amazing? Is if somebody watched this video, got to this point, and they liked and hyped it. Yes, thank you very much. Like it. The hype actually makes a difference. I can see it in the platform. So please continue to hype the videos. But you know what else would be amazing, Joe? That somebody could save time, make money, and start winning with less risk by clicking one of those two videos, right?
Yeah.
One of those two videos over here and over there. You guys have a fantastic day.